Hello from Dubai. I can't believe it, we're here. I'm just so excited. I didn't film any of the travelling here, but we have just gotten off a 7-hour flight. It was absolutely amazing. The boys were really good considering how long the flight was. Emirates flights honestly are just a godsend. The in-flight entertainment is amazing. And we've arrived at our hotel. It's called La Ville, and the place we're staying is actually, it's a hotel, but the room is more like an apartment. It's incredible. So I have just got some clips quickly to show you what it looks like before we have our suitcases unpacked everywhere. Obviously it's the evening now, so I can't show it to you in the daylight, but I just wanted to show you it looking absolutely beautiful. We're so lucky to be here, and we're here for 4 days just to experience Dubai sort of through a child's eyes and to do some activities with the kids that they will absolutely love basically. So we came here for our sort of honeymoon last year, very late honeymoon, just Ricky and I, and we absolutely fell in love with Dubai. But before we came here, to be honest, we didn't think it was going to be child friendly, which is why we didn't bring them with us last year. And we came and we experienced it, and we realised just how child friendly it was, and we said that one day we would bring them back. So to have been given this opportunity to bring them back just a year later is incredible. That was so weird. I was just looking over at the TV and I saw this from the sofa and I thought, oh, that looks like me. Good morning, we're all dressed and ready and we're about to head out. The boys had a bit more of a lay-in than we were planning, but I think they needed it, and we're just going to head down to the hotel restaurant to have some breakfast, and then hopefully I can show you a little bit more of the La Ville, the hotel we're staying in, because we've only really seen it in the dark as well and we haven't done any exploring yet. So let's go. Is everyone ready to go? Yeah! So I thought I'd make this video a little bit different, and for those of you out there that have been wondering if Dubai is a good place for families and what to do with your kids whilst you're there, I thought this video could be a little bit more informative and helpful. So on the first day we headed to a place called Oli Oli, which is an interactive children's museum. This was somewhere really high up on my list that I wanted to take the boys because it just looked incredible and it didn't disappoint. We had a few hours there and there were lots of different rooms. The rooms are called galleries and there are so many fun and interactive things for kids to do there. The air room was a particular favourite. There's a machine that whizzes scarves through it and spits them back out. This was incredible to see the boys' faces. You can also float balls in the air as if by magic and see what it's like to experience a hurricane as well. Toshi's Nets is another room that literally made their eyes light up. There is a giant rainbow coloured net in the room and there's things to swing off, there's places to climb through. I wish I could have gone up there myself because it just looked like an absolute dream come true and it was so much fun. The water room was another huge hit because they got to clean cars, and obviously kids just love water play anyway, and again there was lots of fun things to do in there. Future Park was one of my favourite rooms. There were these giant light up balls that the boys had fun throwing around and bumping into each other with, and the room sort of lit up and glowed. And there were interactive artwork walls where the children could draw a picture, put it onto a machine and see their artwork come to life on the screens, which was incredible. Plus lots of other galleries such as Creative Lab where you can make things out of different materials, cars and ramps where you can build cars out of Lego and then push them down a ramp, forts and dens, and a special place specifically for toddlers as well. I feel like we could have spent all day in there. It was so clean and tidy and the staff were just so friendly and great with the kids, which is something that we experienced everywhere we went in Dubai. After a morning at Oli Oli, we headed to the Dubai Mall, which just has to be seen to be believed. There's every shop you could imagine there, from designer stores that you find in America like Pottery Barn, which excited me a lot, toy shops and sweet shops as well. Literally everything you could imagine is there. Although I would love nothing more than a day of shopping, we actually weren't there for that on this trip. Obviously having the boys, we were there to get to the entrance of the Burj Khalifa, which is currently the tallest building in the world, which is so exciting in itself to be able to say we've experienced that. You get to see how the Burj Khalifa was built in just 6 short years from 2004 to 2010 when the official launch ceremony happened. So to get to the top of the Burj Khalifa, you actually go up in lifts and they take 60 seconds to reach the top, which I have to admit felt a little bit scary when we first got in. I thought it was going to feel really fast, and although your ears do pop slightly, it doesn't feel fast at all. It's incredible, and you also get a cool light show, which was great, and the boys didn't even bat an eyelid. When you do finally reach the top, it's honestly breathtaking to see the views from that high. I know it probably seems like it would be scary being that high up, but honestly I really didn't feel it, and I can be a bit funny with heights. It was just incredible, and it felt like a really special moment to experience that with my family. And we got to see so many amazing views across Dubai. You can see over to the Palm, and we finished by getting a coin from the little spinny machines. We try and get these wherever we go as a special souvenir, and I feel like this is probably one of the highest machines in the entire world, so those coins are very special to us. We finished our trip to the Dubai Mall with a visit to the sweet shop, which of course the boys absolutely loved. It's a huge sweet shop filled with every kind of candy you could imagine, and of course Ricky loved it as well, being the king of sweets. But that wasn't the end of our day. We waited until the sun set to go and visit Dubai Garden Glow, which is a beautiful glow-in-the-dark garden which is made of millions of energy light-saving bulbs and recycled fabric. There's 3 other parks there as well which you can visit, one of which being the dinosaur park, which of course my boys were desperate to visit, and it was so cool to see the huge dinosaur figurines and statues in the dark, all lit up. They looked amazing, and the boys loved going around and naming the different dinosaurs. I definitely think it would be worth spending a morning, an afternoon, maybe even a whole day going around all of the different parks. It would be such a great family day out. Good morning. So we are up. The boys have had a massive lay-in. They really needed it after the flight and a really jam-packed day yesterday. I just wanted them to sleep as long as possible, and our activity today doesn't start till a little bit later, so I thought I would order some breakfast to the room, let them have a lay while I get on with some work and start putting my makeup on and stuff, and then we can eat breakfast and we can go and head out for today's activity, which the boys are looking forward to so much.
Look, it's Legoland.
I was going to keep that as a secret, but as you're about to see, we're going to Legoland Dubai today. I'm so excited. So Legoland was high up on the wish list for the boys to visit. They could not wait to go there, and it definitely didn't disappoint. Legoland is part of the Dubai Parks and Resorts, and there are so many other parks there that you can visit. As well as Legoland, there's also the Legoland Water Park, which is a whole park on its own. There's also Motion Gate, which is amazing for older kids. I would love to take the boys there when they're older. The boys loved everything at Legoland, from the Duplo Village, which was great for the little ones, so Elliot really liked this. You can get your driving license at the driving school, you can get a boat license. You can see all of Dubai made out of Lego, so of course we went and had a look at the Burj Khalifa, and there are so many lovely restaurants. There was loads going on. We went at Halloween, so there was Halloween dances going on, and of course there were some amazing gift shops as well. It's absolutely huge, and as I said, the water park is also there, so you could spend a good part of your day having fun at the Legoland water park. So we stayed at Legoland until the sun went down. The boys went to the water park to finish it off, and yeah, we just had such a lovely day. We're going to end it with some ice cream and then head back to the hotel. So everyone say goodbye to Legoland.
Bye.
Bye Legoland.
Bye Legoland.
Bye, Legoland.
Bye Legoland. Back at the hotel after such a fun day at Legoland, but tonight we're going to order food in and I'm going to have a bubble bath. Good morning everyone, it's Saturday now and we have got a very exciting day ahead of us. I've been really looking forward to today. We're just going down for some breakfast now and then we're going to come back up and get changed slightly because for the first time for all of us, yeah, none of us have ever done this before, have we? We're going on a yacht. And then we're going to my most favourite place in the whole of Dubai straight after. Which you will see a bit later.
And there's a giant swimming pool.
That's a good clue. On our third and final full day, we decided we would do something that we had never done before, maybe a once in a lifetime experience, and that was a yacht ride. It was absolutely incredible and one of those real pinch me moments as we sat on the yacht, the boys eating the snacks and drinking all the drinks and us looking out the view and eventually reaching the most incredible view of Atlantis, the Palm. It was honestly just beautiful. I felt like I wanted to cry, and just even to see all of the incredible buildings around the marina and just to be on the water was so calm. I feel like this one would be really good for older children, but they loved looking at all the buttons and watching the captain steer the boat, the yacht, and they loved talking to the crew that were on the boat, and it was just a real fun experience, something they've never done before. So we're back at our hotel now after our yacht ride this morning. It was lovely. We just came back to the hotel just so I could get changed really and the boys could have a little bit of a rest. And now we're heading to Atlantis, the Palm, which is where I've been looking forward to going for the last few days. It feels like a real home away from home, even though I've only ever been there once. It's really strange, but I think I might cry when I go back. Ubers are a really great way to get around Dubai. They also have the Uber One service, which has a fleet of electric cars. We were really lucky to get to go in this Tesla all the way to Atlantis, the Palm.
So cheese.
As I said, Atlantis the Palm holds a special place in my heart for many reasons. I was so excited to go back. The first thing we did was visit Bread Street Kitchen for lunch. You might think it's a bit strange to go to basically an English restaurant in Dubai because there are so many more exotic places to find. But obviously having the boys, it was a real easy option, and the food there is honestly incredible. The roast dinner I had was delicious. After lunch we took the boys to Aquaventure, which is the water park at the Atlantis. It's basically attached to the hotel, so it's really easy to get to if you're staying there, but you can also visit as a guest. There's real thrill-seeking rides like the Leap of Faith, which Ricky did last year and looks terrifying, and there are also lazy rivers and rapids, and there's a really amazing kids water park as well. Atlantis the Palm is obviously famous for its aquariums, so we visited the Lost Chambers, which is also part of the hotel, and you can see so many exotic fish and sea life there. There's also a new attraction which opened at Atlantis the Palm this year, and that is Wave House, which is a really cool family entertainment centre and bar. There's a bowling alley there, there's an arcade, there's a cinema, so much to do that the kids would just want to spend all day there. We unfortunately ran out of time, we didn't get to go and we didn't book tickets, so I would definitely recommend booking tickets for bowling in advance if you are visiting. So we're back at our hotel now for our final sleep, although I don't think it's going to be a very long sleep because we are leaving here at about 4 to 4:30 in the morning. Archie has crashed out on the sofa. Hopefully this little guy isn't far behind him. So once they're asleep, Ricky and I are just going to get some work done, pack, and probably have like an hour's sleep before we leave. But it sounds crazy, but it has been so worth it, hasn't it?
Yeah.
I would do it all again in a heartbeat.
Yeah, it's been literally non-stop and it's kept the boys going, which has been good.
Yeah, I really hope you liked this slightly different kind of vlog. I feel like, well, hopefully when I get home and put it all together, it'll be more informative, what to do with kids in Dubai. If you liked it, I'd love for you to leave me a little comment below and also give the video a big thumbs up. And we'll say goodnight. You're going to say goodnight?
Good night.
See you soon.
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 Night night.
Bye.
See you soon.